And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Maple Leaf basketball here at Geneseo High School. Maple Leafs take on the Silver Streaks of Galesburg tonight. Maple Leafs come in atop the Western Big Six, undefeated. The Silver Streaks, I think, are 2-2, a couple games behind. My name is Bob Pettit, along with Calvin Pettit here. Just walked up from the playing the basketball game, the sophomore contest. Keith Kennett on the camera as usual. Galesburg gets the tip, and here we are.
It's going to be an exciting matchup tonight. We got a bunch of quick players, there's going to be a lot of hustle, and it's going to be a scrappy game.
Nobody expected the Maple Leafs to be in top of the Western Big Six at this point. Wins over UT and Moline and Rock Island, teams that traditionally are hard to come by.
I'll tell you, these Geneseo boys got a lot of heart. They're going to give it their best effort no matter what. And on the back of Isaiah Rivera, along with a bunch of players who really want it, they can do it.
There's a basket by Galesburg. That's going to be number 34, Jalen McCants. Here comes Isaiah down the other end. Guy has it stolen away. The fans wanted a foul. Looked like defensive player had a hold of his arm. For the Maple Leafs. There's a long three ball by Galesburg, no good. Rebound put back by McCants again. That's 4-0 Galesburg. Rivera brings the ball down floor. For the Maple Leafs, Isaiah Rivera is number 2. Kyle Trapphagen was number 20. Jacob McConnell had the ball at number 15. We'll try to catch you up on these guys. Trapphagen again.
We also got PJ Mosier and Cade Ariano down there.
Mosier from the corner, no good. Tipped out by Ariano. Ariano with the basket makes it 4-2.
After that slow start there, Geneseo really able to come back and bring it back to 2, putting the pressure back on to Galesburg.
Almost 2 minutes into the game, Geneseo with their first bucket, putting on the defense. McCants up top. They like to go to him. Long left-handed three ball, no good. Rebound Ariano, and here comes the Leafs. Long one by Rivera is no good. Docked out of bounds by Galesburg. Looks like an easy rebound, and he just let it go. So Cal, the sophomores had a nice contest tonight. Came out on the losing end, but played a very competitive game the whole way through.
Yeah, the sophomores, that was one of their best games to this day. They gave their best effort, and finally they seem to get things to click. Now maybe they just got to bring that every game.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was a nice job. Shot by Trapphagen is no good, but he's going to shoot some free throws here. They're going to call foul on the shot.
The atmosphere in here is loud, and it's very tense. Both teams really want it early on. It's going to be a good game.
They're going to call that foul on number 20, Riley Milan. Trapphagen with the first one is good. Bringing the Leafs within 1. Also in the game, Caleb Meadows, number 11 for Galesburg. Second one by Trapphagen is good, ties it up at 4. Trying to get to some of these starters in here. I think number 20, Riley Milan. 23, Eric Price is in the game as a starter. Who did I miss, Cal? Did you see anybody?
Did you get number 11? Oh, no, Caleb Meadows.
Yeah. Yep. So here come Galesburg with the ball, running their offense, looking inside. Oh, I see. It's Alex.
Exavacio.
Egyptiasco. We're not sure that that's correct. Apologies if we're not. There's a steal by Galesburg. Sloppy play by the Leafs. In to McCants is good, and 1. Sloppy passing by the Leafs. Can't have that happen with a quick team.
Yeah, Galesburg is going to capitalize on those mistakes. They easily got that layup there off of the dish pass. Dish pass.
5 minutes and 14 seconds as McCants goes to the line shooting the free throw, the and 1 after the made basket. That one's off the front of the rim. On the floor, rebounded by Galesburg kicks it out. That rebound was DeMarco. I take that back. It was Eric Price. That's a lot easier name to say. Stolen by Rivera. Take it the length of the court. Too easy. It's good. Didn't even try to stop him.
Recently, Isaiah Rivera scored his 2,000th point during their winter tournament, and he's going to keep adding on to that total here tonight.
That makes the score 6-6 on that 2-ball by Rivera. Long three, good. What a shot by Caleb Meadows. Jacob McConnell with the shot, rebounded by Trapphagen. Back out top is Rivera. 9-6 in favor of Galesburg. Over to Mosier, and again, just not taking care of business. That ball is way too valuable to not look it into your hands.
Galesburg is making Geneseo play a couple of feet off the three-point line. They're putting a lot of pressure on them, and they're not getting that ball inside as much here.
Gonna have a foul on Geneseo. Caleb Meadows, one of the shorter guys on the floor, is creating a lot of havoc. Not only does he shoot long threes, gets some penetration, drew the foul. There he is again, Meadows from deep, no good. Rebound, no good. Here comes Rivera, all by himself. Oh no, it's blocked. Taking it, he was the only Geneseo player. McCants, no good, but we're gonna have a foul on Ariano. It's gonna be a shooting foul. Again, the score is 9-6.
Geneseo, all of the players for Geneseo tonight are gonna have to contribute because there are some athletic players on the Galesburg Streaks. Isaiah Rivera had a nice take to the basket there, but again, it just didn't come out, just didn't go in, and pushed there by Galesburg. Gives these free throws.
Free throw is short. What we're seeing here is McCants is a pretty tough inside player, but is not connected on a free throw. Yeah, we're showing up with Galesburg in 4th place in the Big Six at 2-2. Quincy and Rock Island at 3-1. And if I'm not mistaken, those might be their losses to this point, were Quincy and Rock Island. Rivera, stop and pop, so easy. 9-8 in favor of Galesburg. It's a 1-point game.
Rivera there learned from what happened previously, and he's, like you said, he stopped and popped there. Good look.
Here comes Gales running their offense. They're getting pushed out beyond the three-point line as well, just like you said, Cal. Price picks up his dribble. Getting major penetration here. Meadows wants to penetrate every time. And he's drawing fouls. The scoreboard says 5 team fouls on Geneseo. Second foul
for Trapphagen.
So he takes a seat with 2 fouls in the first 4.5 minutes. That's not good odds. Long three, no good. Mosier tried to fight for the rebound, but wrestled away. Galesburg with the ball. The lead by 1. And the ball. Excellent drive by Eric Price. Doesn't look like he'd be a quick guy, but he is. Oh, they're going to call that a
carry, it looks like.
They're going to call that a carry, and you know, they don't call that in high school very often. They don't call it anything very often. It's a pretty normal dribble.
In fact, a lot of people teach a little bit of a in and out dribble to be able to fake out the defender.
Just a little hesitation possibly, but you know, that's 30 years ago that was a carry. But that's been history. Officials must be a little older. Scores 13-8 with that basket by Galesburg right there. 5-point lead for Galesburg. Leafs don't want to get too far behind. Rivera at the top of the circle. Bristol Lewis checked into the game for Trapphagen. Bristol Lewis can make some things happen. Depending on which game they scouted, you know, what game Galesburg has looked at that Geneseo's played, Bristol Lewis might be able to sneak up on him. Because he's had some games that were not as impressive as others as a freshman, but he's had some real nice ones. And he's going to be a talent before it's all over.
During the winter tournament, when Isaiah Rivera was having some struggle, he scored 14 points against the team. They ended up losing, but he really showed off his talent there.
Tim Lehman with the give, with the easy basket inside. Long three is good. Meadows can shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, he's got really good form, which allows him to just look at that basket and throw it in there.
Rivera for three, no good. Rebound Galesburg. It's McCants, takes it all the way down himself, and then he turns it over. See, he's looking at the official the same way, wondering since when do we call that a carry? It was the same, it was equal. I don't think either one of them should have been called carries, but it's a new game. Officials haven't caught up with it yet.
The no carry call often leads to a lot of exciting plays. So I think that's why now that's how it is in basketball. But as long as they call a fair game, it's all right.
Rivera tries to get a shot off, it's tipped away. Here comes Galesburg with a 6-point lead and the basketball, 16-10. In goes Meadows, no good. Rebound, Mosier. PJ over to Tim Lehman. He gives it to Isaiah. Tim Lehman didn't want to dribble the ball on the floor.
No, he actually does a good job staying calm though when he doesn't have it, or when he does have it.
Rivera trying to get the ball to Lehman in the corner, and it's out of bounds. I didn't see exactly what happened there, but Leafs are not ticking on the same clock tonight.
It looks like Tim planted his left foot, and Isaiah threw the ball towards the left, or excuse me, right, so he wasn't able to get over there and grab it.
50 seconds left to go here in the first period. Oh my goodness. Tim Lehman had defensive position, was knocked to the floor, but there's a no call, 18-10.
Eric Price is very good in the lane. Geneseo's gonna have to stop him. He has a lot of moves, and he's not worried to take it in there on the tall defenders like Lehman.
He's a tough kid. He's not very tall, but he's a tough character inside there. Between McCants and Price, they like to take it inside. Isaiah Rivera goes to the line. Galesburg thought they had a clean block, but it's called a foul.
The thing is, when you foul Rivera, it's almost just as bad.
I think the scorer's table might be confused on who they called that foul on because they don't have it up. Both free throws good by Rivera, makes it 18-12. 6-point lead again for Galesburg, heading into the final 30 seconds of the first period. That was thrown out of bounds by Galesburg, trying to get something sneaky done inside.
Geneseo is answering to that tough post play by Galesburg. They're playing a matchup 2-3 zone.
Rivera across midcourt. Bristol Lewis to Rivera. Rivera fouled again, 18 seconds left. And Rivera's going to the line for two, trying to cut this 6-point deficit just before the quarter. Nice pass by Bristol. Rivera usually brings a lot of players with him everywhere he seems to go.
Very true. It's nice this year that we have a lot of guys that are able to put the ball in the hole in many different manners.
Second one by Rivera is good as well. Rivera connects on 4 straight free throws, cut the deficit to 14-18. 12 seconds. Galesburg walks it across. They're not in any hurry. They're definitely playing for one. 7-6. Penetration. No, oh my goodness. It's a bailout here. Caleb Meadows gets fouled as he tries to take it to the basket.
Oftentimes, officials do not call fouls when when a player's shying away from the basket. But like you said there, he might have got bailed out.
The defenders were pretty much straight up. First one is no good, and he just jumped right into him, and he got bailed out of a bad play. First one no good. He's got one left. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Leafs probably don't get it out in time for get a shot. They really need to secure the rebound though, so Galesburg not get put back. That one's in. Shot to Mosier, pass to Mosier, and he heaves it immediately. He must have thought he had 2/10 of a second. Was I wrong?
He did get that off pretty quick.
I thought there was 2 seconds left, but maybe it was 2/10. So here we are at the end of one period of play here in Galesburg. It's Geneseo 14, Galesburg 19. We'll be right back.
This TV50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast.
And welcome back to Geneseo basketball here at Geneseo High School. My name is Bob Pettit, along with Cal Pettit. Just got done playing the game, but he's still got some wind left in him. Keith Kennett on the camera, as always, our boss. We have to be really careful not to get fired tonight. Geneseo with the basketball, but a 5-point deficit. 19-14, the Leafs are down going into the second period.
Leafs are trying some screens here to try to get the ball to Rivera.
Up top was Tim Lehman. Bristol Lewis over to Rivera. Rivera kicks it out inside to Lewis, but he brings it back out. Kicks it around P.J. Mosier.
There's a lot of patience by Geneseo right now, something we didn't see in the first quarter. Maybe that's the adjustment.
Rivera takes a layup, and it's in. I'm not sure who flopped on the floor, but there wasn't anybody in his way, and all of a sudden a body fell on the floor. It was a no call. 19-16, it's a 3-point game. Lead by Galesburg, and there's a layup. Just caught him by surprise. It was Alex Igipacio. Long one by Rivera, no good. McCants.
Another long three there.
Wow.
It's good, he just can't miss.
Caleb Meadows spends a lot of time shooting threes. You don't do that without a lot of practice. 16-24, it was 16-19 just moments ago, and that was a quick 5 points.
Yeah, I don't think Geneseo is going to be able to rely on misses here, so they're going to have to almost double the output of Galesburg for the rest of this half if they want to minimize that lead.
Well, Galesburg's kind of hitting them from all sides. They've got a couple guys just really taking it to the hole on the inside, and if you try to sag back just a little bit to collapse on that, they got the outside shooters, especially number 11, Caleb Meadows. He's bombed 3 threes out of his mind. Or was it 4? Because he's got 12 points.
No, 3. He hit that one free throw to end the half.
Yeah, that's right.
The thing about him is he can also take it off the dribble as well.
Leafs basketball. Rivera is fouled. That's only going to be the 5th team foul on Galesburg. Leafs have 6. There's going to be some free throw shot, it looks like, this half.
For sure. The fouls are getting up there. Both teams are going to have to be careful to not get in trouble.
P.J. Mosier under his own basket, looking for somebody to hit, and he hits Jacob McConnell for two. Quick layup. The Galesburg Streaks fell asleep on that one. 18-24. It is. I remember that year. 18-24 in favor of the Streaks. 6-point deficit for the Leafs. Mosier playing defense on McCants. Going to call Mosier for the foul. The shot did not go. They're going to say Mosier was hanging on the arm.
It's hard to match up against that number 34, Jalen McCants, because he's got a lot of size, but he's also pretty quick, and he has a lot of good post moves. So it's going to be hard to keep him out of there. We'll see what Geneseo does to stop him.
Fortunately, his free throw percentage is very low, as in 0 for 4. Missed the first one. Joseph McConnell checks in. Ariano is down, Mosier is down, and Traphagen is down. Second one is good. So Lehman inbounds the ball to Isaiah Rivera. Rivera brings it across midcourt. Over to Lewis. Joseph McConnell. Tim Lehman. Looking inside, McConnell. Looking for Rivera, it's not there. Bristol Lewis penetrates. Shot by Jacob McConnell is good. That's a 3-ball. Needed that.
Great two-dribble drive there by Bristol Lewis, drawing a little bit of the defender for McConnell to have a nice open three.
21-25. It's a 4-point deficit now for the Leafs. And patiently, Galesburg dribbles around the top. Shot is no good, but the rebound by Alex. We're going to call that guy Alex.
Looks like they're calling a play here.
Egyptiaco.
Green.
Egyptiaco. That's Alex's name. Meadows, we know Meadows. He almost took another crack at the three. The 3-ball by Price is no good. Rebound, Lewis kicks it over to Rivera. Rivera attacks the middle, stops and pops from 15. Boom.
Isaiah Rivera is very good at realizing what he's got to do to be successful each night. Tonight, it's going to be that stop and pop.
Back to 2. A 3-point deficit. Went up to 8 really fast, now back to 2. And a scoop shot by Price. Oh my goodness. Nice shot. That makes the score 23-27. Galesburg up.
Price is not worried to go in there and get past Rivera.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Joseph McConnell. Must have set a pretty strong pick. Played center on the football team. Probably would have been a good block. Free the fullback. Leafs down by 4. Galesburg gets the ball on that foul. Creates a turnover. Price dribbles across midcourt. He plays inside and he plays outside. Fine basketball player.
He's very quick and he's very strong. Tough player to defend. Timmy Lehman takes a charge there.
Timmy Lehman gets the charge, and it's on Meadows. Meadows is wondering what hit him or what he hit.
A little tip from Tim Lehman on how he takes so many charges is he slightly goes on his tippy toes so he's more vulnerable to fall over right when he gets hit, so he can make it look more believable.
Tim looked like he had one earlier in the game that was a no call. So here come the Leafs, down by 4. Trying to cut that gap here with the basketball. Lehman up top. Lewis. Lewis again up top. Just not willing to try to look for that 3-ball quite yet. Rivera, Lehman, Jacob McConnell, Lewis. Bristol Lewis not really looking for his shot right now.
I do like the patience.
Tim Lehman for three. Won't go.
Hey, they had good patience there. Wide open shot for Lehman. He decided to take it. 3-point basket is good there by Galesburg, putting them ahead by 7.
Rivera with the fight away, won't go. Joseph McConnell gets the rebound. Out to Lewis. It's 30-23, back up to 7-point lead. Again, Galesburg on a 5-point run. Bristol Lewis, 3-ball, no good. Rebound Galesburg, it's McCants, and here he comes down the floor. McCants going for the layup, won't go. Rebound Rivera. Rivera going 1-on-3. Kicks it out. And back around. Penetration by McConnell into Lehman. Galesburg crowd is outrageously mad. They thought they had a nice clean block on Lehman's shot, but the official saw it as a foul.
You know, I really liked that pass by Jacob McConnell to Timmy Lehman instead of Bristol Lewis on the 3-point line. We'll take a layup instead of a 3, and it caught them off guard, but there's a missed free throw.
Tim did a shot fake, hoping the defender would go by, which he did. And then another defender came along, caused him a little problem. Second one good by Lehman. Makes it a 6-point game. But Galesburg has a 6-point lead and the basketball. McCants with the ball up top.
Geneseo back in the matchup 2-3, where they will guard the person whoever's in their zone.
Galesburg being very patient. Very patient. Oh, inside. Leafs fell asleep with all that patience. Inside to DeMarco Harden, and it's a basket. Biggest lead of the night is 8. Out up top to Lehman. He already took one of those. He said, thinks that's enough. Ball tipped out of bounds by Galesburg.
Tim Lehman actually has a nice 3-shot. He is the big man.
Oh, they're gonna call a hold on somebody. Somebody was holding Isaiah, and Galesburg coach Ryan Hart is not happy.
That foul was on number 20, Riley Milan.
That's his second. 8 team fouls for both teams, so both teams in the 1-and-1 for one more shot at least. Rivera with the second one. That's also good. Cuts the lead to 6, 32-26.
You can always count on Isaiah Rivera to make free throws. Really important with under 2 minutes left here in this first half.
Galesburg looking for a way to penetrate the Maple Leaf defense. Fell asleep last time down the floor, got a layup, and McCants with a slam. Left the lane wide open, McCants took it in, two-handed dunk, and Rivera inside. He's going to get fouled. The ball does not go in.
Looks like Rivera on the defensive side over there got on his heels and got dribbled by there, but then he brings it up and makes an aggressive play, getting some free throws for Geneseo.
First one good. Rivera starting to add up some points, primarily from the free throw line. Is that 16 points, Cal?
That's 15,
15.
but will be 16 right now.
A good call. I believe he's got at least 8 free throws, so at least half are from the line. Final minute of the first half, ticking away. Galesburg brings it across with a 6-point lead. Meadows patiently dribbling, gets it to McCants. McCants way up on the 3-point line. Looks for the long one, puts it up, boom. My goodness. Biggest lead of the game is 9. 37-28. for Rivera is a three, no good.
Shot was a little rushed there. Rivera wanted to get some momentum back for Geneseo. It might have not hurt, but we'll see here.
Well, that'd been a great play if it went in, but somewhere along the line, he's going to have to shoot his way out of it, probably to win this game. 16, 15, 14, 13, ticking away. It's a 9-point lead for Galesburg. They'd like to make a basket here to make it double digits at halftime. McCants takes it down inside, almost lost it, but almost doesn't count. Makes the bucket just before the buzzer.
This will be the biggest conference deficit by Geneseo of the year so far. We'll see how they bounce back in the second half.
So at the end of the first half of play here at Geneseo, we have the Geneseo Maple Leafs 28, Galesburg Silver Streaks 39. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be right back.
This TV50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast.
Welcome back to this matchup versus the Geneseo Maple Leaf basketball team versus the Galesburg Streaks. I'm Calvin Pettit here with Bob Pettit and Keith Kennett on the camera for this TV50 broadcast. So we're off here in the second half. Galesburg has the ball. They're dribbling, passing around, being patient. We have number 11, Kyla Meadows, has the ball to Price. Passing it back to Meadows. Again to Price. Over to number 5, Dre Geneseo. Back to Sipsco. And Geneseo gets the rebound.
They shouldn't do that, should they, Cal? Give us those names. They got 2 of them, probably brothers, possibly cousins.
Well, here, Geneseo, Kyle Trapphagen takes a shot. It's no good. Brought up the court by McCants. Drives right, pass it to Sapasio. Into McCants. For the layup, and it's good. Now Rivera brings the ball up the court. Dribbles, looks for options. Pass it to Ariano. To Mosier. Back into Rivera in the paint, who takes the spin move. Layup is good.
Hung onto the ball all the way through the contact, waited until it was released. Nice, easy shot. Good job.
So now McCants has the ball again. Dribbles once to Egypt Siako. Into Meadows, who has it to Price. To McCants for the layup, no good. Sorry, I'm still trying to get these names figured out here.
We got to come up with that name.
Egypt Siako. Good, okay, so now McCants at the line will shoot 2.
You got to be thinking about King Tut and something Italian. First free throw, good.
Siako.
So right at the buzzer of the first half, Galesburg took an 11-point lead, the first double-digit lead of the game by either team, and they're trying to stretch it out here. It stands at 12 and trying to stretch it out to 13, which they just do.
Second free throw is good.
30 to 43. Leafs have got to hit a couple.
Three-point basket, no good by Mosier. Now McCants brings the ball up the floor. Takes it in, spin moves Rivera. Oh, layup bounces out. Tim Lehman gets the rebound. Looks like there's a jump ball there, but
Geneseo crowd is not happy with that. Tim Lehman clearly had control of the ball.
McCants just had an arm in there, didn't he?
All he had control of was Lehman's arm, and they called it a jump ball. Poor call, very poor.
So now Rivera brings the ball up the court, drives left to Trapphagen gets the ball.
Trapphagen sat most of the first half with 2 fouls.
To McConnell, back in to Rivera, who drives on 5 defenders, gets it to Trapphagen in the corner, to McConnell.
Good thing McConnell came and got that ball. It was almost a clear steal. Meadows is a quick player out there.
They're giving Tim the sag. He takes the room and drives for a couple dribbles, gets it to Trapphagen in the corner for the 3. Bang!
Patience by the Leafs. Got him a nice shot from the corner by Trapphagen. Cuts the lead to 10.
So now Meadows has the ball. Steps back and a deep 3 is good. The answer.
Hard to control that.
So now Rivera does a hard dribble left. Takes it into the lane and floats it up there, but no good. Rebound by Egyptiaco.
Just a little bit off the back of the iron. Rivera hasn't quite found the range like he normally would.
So now Price has the ball, who had a really great first half. Dre Egyptiaco drives into the lane, and there's a foul on the floor.
33-46, 13-point deficit for the Leafs. Halfway through the third period, and they got some work cut out for them.
So the Geneseo varsity girls won a game last night by 4. Very tight into the end versus the...
That was a tie game with about 15 seconds left when Andy Worth got a rebound, put it back to give them the lead, and then they knocked down a couple free throws to ice it.
So that was against Quincy. Rivera pulls up, gets his own rebound, tries to take it in and gets fouled.
The girls, by the way, are halfway through the seasons in the Western Big Six with 7 games complete and 7 to go, and they stand at 7-0. So looking good for the Lady Leafs.
So Rivera will have 2 free throws here. First one's good. He walks it in there.
It was a creeper. Front of the rim, it just almost didn't want to go, but it rolled in.
One thing Rivera is confident about right now is his free throws. Hasn't missed yet, totaling his score to 19, or his personal points.
Yeah, we don't want to make this sound like he's having a bad game, because 19 points midway through the third quarter is not all that bad. That makes it 20. But he's just hit a couple of shots, just didn't look like he's hit his full comfort zone yet.
So Price goes through the legs down the court, steps back, looks, and drives a spin move and a accidental kick out for the 3. No good by Egyptiaco. Rivera now pushes up the court and is fouled. Unsure what that call was there, but Rivera will be shooting free throws. A push foul there.
Boy, the crowd is kind of frisky tonight. Doesn't matter what they call. There's arguments on both sides, and then the fans are just really not supportive of the officiating, no matter which way it goes. That one was the Galesburg fans thinking that foul should have been on the floor or a block.
So Geneseo has not cut into the lead yet with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It was 11 and a half, if I'm correct, 28-39. Now 11 still, 35-46.
That is correct, but Rivera goes to the line trying to get the lead down in single digits for the first time since the first half. Coach Storm trying to get them fired up a little bit and understand what we got to do.
They've gone through so much so far, even though they're not quite halfway through. but they are at the top of this, and they really want to go out with a bang. And these seniors that have been on the varsity court since they were freshmen, most of them, and sophomores for Jacob McConnell and Tim Lehman. And Joey McConnell.
Joseph McConnell is in the ball game, number 21. Bristol Lewis, number 5, in the ball game. And Isaiah Rivera goes to the line for 2. Could get it down.
There's
Boy.
the first one.
Another creeper.
He's got a soft shot. Can expect to get the good bounces.
You got to hope this doesn't mean his legs are getting a little tired when he's hitting the front of the rim. That one hit the front of the rim and didn't go.
First miss by him on the from the free throw line tonight.
Got to make that adjustment when your legs get a little tired.
So now Price has the ball for Galesburg. Passes it to Egypt Siako, to another Egypt Siako.
Tight defense for the Maple Leafs. Man-to-man. A lot of pressure, McCants. Offensive foul. What do you think, Cal?
I'm not too sure about that call, but I do really like the matchup of Rivera and Jalen McCants. It's going to be a good one throughout the rest of the game.
It really looked like McCants was really just trying to pivot and do a little bit of a spin move, and he kind of clipped Rivera pretty good. Isaiah's defensive positioning was excellent, though. That's what caused that.
That's true. So now Trapegan passes to Lewis, to Joey McConnell, now to Rivera, to Lewis, who drives left, spin moves, kicks to McConnell, who doesn't take the open shot. Rivera now drives right, steps back, drives left, looks for an open shot, gets it back in the paint from McConnell, and puts it up. It's good.
Sometimes he just has to will that ball. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 pivots, just barely under the 3-second mark in the lane. But so we're going to have a timeout, Galesburg, and that's the first time Geneseo has been in single digits, within single digits in the second half. Score at this timeout is 46-38.
There's a little bit of communication here between the officials. Unsure what's going on. Did they not?
Well, apparently it isn't a timeout. I'm not sure what was going on.
They didn't. Apparently the coach didn't want it. So now Meadows has the ball. Deep shooter to Egypt Siako. Dribbles left.
It's crazy. Some of the things that a coach can yell out there, it sound like timeout. Ooh, shot no good. Rivera with the rebound. Here we come. Taking it down, looking.
So now McConnell drives, tries to pass it out, but he realizes he's open. Makes the layup. Meadows now has the ball. Pressure by Lewis. Not afraid to take on the shooter. He goes over the top of the screen. Meadows looks, passes to Egypt Siako, who beats his defender, Joseph McConnell. But Joey makes a smart foul, sending them for an out-of-bounds play.
That's 3 team fouls on both teams here at 2-minute mark of the third period. 2 minutes left in the third period, that is.
So now
Geneseo down to cut the lead from 13 to 6.
Into the game is Riley Milan for Dre Egypt Siako. So now Egypt Siako passes into McCants, and he dunks it home. No one on him there. Rivera now up, bringing the ball up the court.
That's called blown coverage.
And puts in the layup. Now Meadows has the ball again. Setting up a play. Gets the screen from McCants to Egypt Siako, who drives into the lane, again, the foul on the floor by McConnell to not let his basket count. He now has 3. At some point, you just got to get in front of your man. So now Milan inbounds the ball to Egypt Siako. Now to McCants. Drives into the lane right. Out to Milan, who makes that 3.
Final minute of the third period. Rivera for 3.
He knows he's on it now. Price is bringing the ball up the floor with 45 seconds left. It's 45-51. Galesburg, they're going to hold it out for a while. Matchup again, McCann versus Rivera, who gets in front of him. Stops him. Egypt Siako all the way.
Help side was not there. Help side defense is lacking right now. That they had to have help. They're going to call an offensive foul on Joseph McConnell. That was the defensive player running into him and bouncing back. It was like the equivalent of a flop on a screen. That was a bad call. The official did not see it correctly.
So now Joseph McConnell with 4 fouls will be going out of the game by PJ Mosier, and a timeout is now called.
13.5 left here at this timeout. Galesburg with that layup goes up by 8 and they get the ball back. Bad turn of events right there for the Leafs.
Not good, but the lead is down to 8. If they can stop them here, they're going to have a chance at it in this fourth quarter. Here come the Leafs and the Streaks.
13.5. They need a stop. Try to keep this lead down going into the fourth period. Make sure they keep that thing in single digits. Thought maybe they'd see some light pressure, but they're going to let them have the ball in bounds, meet them at half court.
Geneseo student removed for trash talking the official.
Ooh.
But now Milan passes into Price, who dribbles, guarded by Traphagen. Loses control. The spins around and shoots a 3, which is no good. Rivera grabs it, not enough time to put it up.
Well, that's what they didn't have a lot of hope of getting a bucket with Galesburg having the basketball, but they did get the stop. Need to keep that ball in single digits.
All right, so that's the end of our third quarter here. Get the Geneseo Maple Leafs versus the Galesburg Streaks.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Welcome back to the action here for the fourth quarter of our tonight's matchup, the Geneseo Maple Leafs versus the Galesburg Streaks. I'm Calvin Pettit here with Bob Pettit and Keith Kennett on the camera for this TV 50 broadcast. So Price for Galesburg now has the ball, drives, passes to Egyptiaco, then to Dre Egyptiaco, who dribbles. The ball gets into McCants, makes a strong move, not able to finish on Rivera.
Crowd wanted to foul on Rivera there, but not going to get it. Underneath Mosier, he gets blocked. But the Leafs came out at halftime down by 11, made a little progress, got it down to 6, and went back up to 8 with a late play by Galesburg. But Galesburg came out of here, Geneseo got a stop.
Great pass in there by Mosier to Rivera, who can't put the layup in.
Had 2 shots at it, couldn't get it right there. Gonna have to have those. Yeah. The crowd wanted to foul Rivera last time, but they're gonna get one this time.
He got spun around, but he was able to keep his composure, but wasn't able to stop himself from fouling there. They say Jalen is better.
Well, you can say anything you want, but you kind of have to prove it.
Can't make a free throw, that's for sure. Rivera with 28. Jalen McCants with 23.
Can't take anything away from Jalen McCants. He's playing a really good ball game. But
that free throw is good.
I don't think the crowd needs to chant that. It's a 9-point game.
We need something here from Geneseo. Rivera has the ball in the paint. Kicks it to McConnell, who has an open 3, no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Oh, and Price steals it, goes up. Met by Mosier, into McCants, who gets an and 1 foul over Kyle Traphagen.
Well, that started with Bristol Lewis getting a rebound instead of going back up to the basket. I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking, but he had a clear shot at the basket, and he normally takes that up, and he tried to throw it out, threw it away. The Geneseo players really didn't get after it like they needed to. They thought it was going out of bounds, and Galesburg didn't give up on it. They took it to the hole.
This is gonna hurt for Geneseo. They're gonna have to really bounce back here to get this win. Under 7 minutes to play, down by 12. Rivera now brings the ball up the court. Gets a screen by Mosier, drives in, kicks out, and there's a foul on the ground by Eric Price. Rivera is now taking the ball out.
I think if I had to have a street fight and one buddy to pick, Eric Price might be a candidate. He looks tough as nails.
Geneseo not getting anything their way. We got a push foul on PJ Mosier. Very uncharacteristic by Geneseo there.
PJ has walked his way into foul trouble again. That's four fouls on him. You know, it'd be nice to have him in the ball game a little bit longer, but you know, you can't play that way and expect to stay in the game.
Almost gets a foul there. McCants gets the rebound and puts it back in, stretching the lead to 14. I think that would be the biggest of the night. Step back by Rivera will not fall, and it's off McCants. Maybe that's the spark Geneseo needs there.
McCants is a very good player. Can't take that away from him. Doing a nice job.
Going on a stretch there.
But this is really about Geneseo and Galesburg right now, and the Streaks are just playing them.
Now Mosier.
He's got to get rid of that ball.
Blocked by Price. Good composure there by Bristol Lewis.
Lewis trying to pivot and get around. Price just kept after him. I got to admit, if I'm on the other team, I don't like that call either, but that's only the second foul on Price. Leafs have 8 team fouls. That's only the 5th one on Galesburg.
Mosier, errant pass to Price, who puts in the layup.
Isaiah Rivera was wide open in front of him, and I have no idea why he would make that pass. But here we go. It's a 16-point deficit. Leafs have got their work cut out for them. Bristol Lewis throws the ball to the crowd, and we got to get a timeout here. It's going to be Geneseo basketball, or excuse me, it's going to be Galesburg basketball with a 16-point lead with 6 minutes left.
Coaches don't know what to do right now.
Well,
Bristol clearly upset by that pass. He's upset. He's mad that he gave that away for his team. Rivera trying to keep his spirits up. They're still in this. There's still 6 whole minutes left, and we know what they can do. They just got to get on a little hot streak right now.
Yeah, we're going to have some players that really step up and decide to take over the game, though, because a mediocre play is not going to get it done. Ariano's checking into the game. Jacob McConnell, Bristol Lewis, Isaiah Rivera, and Kyle Traphagen are going to be the unit Coach Storm wants in there to get this thing turned around. But to start out with, they have to have a stop here. Keep that thing down. Can't let this thing go to 18 or 19 points.
Geneseo with too many costly mistakes, putting themselves at this 16-point deficit. Not really clicking yet as a team. I don't know if that's the works of Galesburg or if Geneseo is just not finding it themselves, if themselves hurting them.
I was wondering if those drummers knew those drums were actually loud.
Huh.
That was a long, hard beat.
So now Meadows has the ball. Geneseo looking to put a little bit of pressure. Traps him. He's getting nowhere, but throws it across the floor to Egypt Siako. Then to Meadows. McCants, who travels there. Great play by Geneseo. They're going to be bringing the pressure from now on, I feel like, to try to get some quick points. Lewis gets the ball. The inbound from Mariano. He dribbles, puts a move on Price, tries to kick it. Ball gets stolen.
Bristol Lewis, a freshman, is a little bit frustrated right now. Got to have to just get a little really quick maturity. It's hard as a freshman to try to get up here against this kind of pressure.
Yeah, he seems to not be happy. So McCants now drives on Rivera, who fouls. It's only a second, but it will result in free throws here.
That's 9 team fouls on the Leafs, so this will be the last 1-and-1. Any foul here on out gets a 2-shot foul.
Geneseo has had quite a lot of fouls tonight, more than usual. A lot of players in foul trouble.
That was a very good foul by Rivera, though, because if he had not reached, he knew he was going for a layup and probably a dunk.
Good thing McCants also cannot shoot free throws. Now Rivera brings the ball up the court off a rebound. Shoots, no good. Rebounded by McConnell. The dribbles, he gets fouled. 5th foul by Galesburg.
I think you're right the first time, Cal.
6, yeah.
It is number 6, so the Leafs, both teams will be shooting from here on out. Galesburg will have the double bonus. Leafs will be in the bonus.
Kyle Traphagen gets the ball. Dribbles. Continues to dribble. Looks for a play to get brought up. Isaiah Rivera seems to be getting tired. But he's going to be able to make it. So McConnell dribbles, but picks it up. They're going to call a carry on that.
Yeah. I think that's a good call. He got it hooked on his shoulder up there, and he took a couple steps. 16-point deficit. Leafs just can't seem to cut into it. 61-45.
So now Price has the ball. Passes it to an open Egypt Siako. Kicks it out. And the 3 is good by Meadows.
He can shoot him when he's open. You can't leave him open. That's a 19-point lead, 64-45. It's a tough haul now with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game.
Traphagen drives in, knows he's got to score.
Yeah, patience is not going to help here. They're going to have to get hot. They're going to have to put it up and get lucky, get hot.
There's a three by Meadows. It's an air ball. Geneseo is going to take advantage of the student section is going to take advantage of that. Rivera knows he's got to take it to the hole, and he just can't get it to fall. Clearly upset. He's going to go and try to aid the help, but he tries to foul. Now the ball is to McCants, who drives, spins, kicks it out to Meadows with the open three. Wow.
It was good.
Is good.
That was a horrible flop. I think there should be a penalty for flopping. He threw the ball up and fell on his back, completely untouched. There should be a penalty for that. It was so obvious, it was just embarrassing.
So now McConnell has it, gets it to Rivera. They're down by 22, but Rivera gets the layup.
20-point lead, 67-47.
Price slightly loses it, dribbles through Rivera and Trapegan and gets across the floor. Now McCants takes it to the lane and the layup is good. Rivera now has the ball, dribbles up, and timeout by Coach Storm, and he might regret that. There's a three by Rivera that went in right after call the timeout, and it looks like it's just a sub here. Tim Lehman will be going into the game for Cade Ariano. Let's see what these Geneseo boys can do. 3 minutes left. Looking out of hand now, but.
So that was just a substitution timeout. Not sure why, but it was. 2.5 minutes left to go here. Rivera for three. That ball rubs around, just not going to go for him tonight.
So now the ball gets passed all the way up to Egypt Siako. Misses a layup and tips it a few times. No good. Price gets it. Back to Egypt Siako. To Price, who fakes a three. Dribbles. Looks to drive. Trapped by Rivera. Meadows gets the ball. Takes it in with the finish.
They got some good players on this team. McCants obviously is the best of the bunch. He's really, really good player.
Rivera just can't get it to go, and now checking into the game will be Nathan Vandy Woestein. Chance from.
Yep, that's going to be a travel.
It's a travel, and Meadows there.
Kind of a bit of an air dribble.
Chance again by Galesburg, overrated. Things like that. Rivera played a great game. 30 points, just not quite enough. I don't know if he's capable of putting up 60 points, so it's not just his fault here tonight. Subs will be in. We got number 11, Danny Ford. Number 23, Charlie Clausen. Number 44, Nathan Vandy Woestein. Number 3, Brennan Wages.
Yeah, this is not a matter of fault or anything else the Silver Streaks played. They just had more players stepping up tonight. Played a really good ball game. Just couldn't be stopped.
So now, number 25, DeMarco Harden shoots it. No good. Rebound by Brennan Wages. Lewis now has the ball. Brings it up the floor to Clausen, who penetrates. Gets tipped from behind, but he chains it. Does not look to go up when he gets to the block, and Lewis with the three goes in. Now number 10, Dominique Brownless. Now to Jeremiah Babbers, who played in the sophomore game. Pass to number 30.
Oh, it was blocked by Vandy Woestein and went off of the offensive player's head. I think Leafs are going to get that ball. And of course, the Galesburg fans aren't happy with that call either.
I will say
they brought a lot of people here tonight.
They did. And they looks like they played seven 7 players during the majority of the game. And so 2 deep bench. They played very well. Geneseo just wasn't able to stop it like you were saying. And this one's gonna hurt for Geneseo.
Got a 21-point ball game here, you know, so it's gonna be a Maple Leaf first conference loss in the Western Big Six. But I'm looking at they're singing hey, 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 goodbye. That is a crowd, and the Leafs are gonna have to get used to big visiting crowds in the Western Big Six that we never had in the Northern Illinois Big 12, because it's just because of distance and the competition level. So there's going to be some big crowds here, and then Geneseo's going to bring some very large crowds to the opposing gyms. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be for years to come. And this season is not over for the Maple Leafs. It'll be their first conference loss, but they can bounce back in the second half of the season and take down Galesburg maybe on their next time. But for now, Galesburg beats the Geneseo Maple Leafs 71-50. That is, it's gonna be a hard one, but the team is gonna learn from it, and that's what we need. So that's all for tonight, folks. Thank you, goodbye.